Hi viewers, welcome to another interesting episode on one more type of pronoun called emphatic pronouns. Yes, you heard it right, it's emphatic pronouns. Another name for emphatic pronouns is intensive pronouns. That's why the title of this video, Intensive Pronouns Learning, IPL. Let's get into the details. You might have heard of the word emphatic or emphasis. Emphasis simply means to give importance on something, to stress on something. So here in emphatic pronouns, the pronouns are going to give more stress on the subject in a sentence. Hence the name emphatic pronouns. The other name intensive pronouns also means almost the same. This pronoun intensifies the action performed by the subject. It intensifies the subject, that's why the name intensive pronouns. For maintaining the consistency and for easy understanding, I am going to use the word emphatic throughout this video. We will move forward with some examples to understand them better. Let's look at some examples. I wrote the story myself. Kashika completed the homework herself. The health minister himself visited the hospitals. Look at the words in each sentence. Myself in the first sentence, herself in the second sentence, himself in the third sentence are the examples of emphatic pronouns. What do they mean? Let's understand the meaning of emphatic pronouns with the examples used. Let's take the example, Kashika completed the homework herself. Here the emphatic pronoun herself refers to Kashika, who is the subject of the sentence. Kashika is the subject of the sentence, and we are trying to stress by telling that Kashika completed the homework herself, which indirectly means without taking the help of anyone else. So we are stressing on the subject Kashika here in this sentence. Look at the second example. The home minister himself visited the hospitals. In the first sentence, we are trying to stress on the subject Kashika to tell that no one else helped her but herself. In the second sentence, the health minister himself visited the hospitals, which is normally unusual. We use emphatic pronouns for something that is special, different, or unusual. Usually, the officials visit the hospitals to check the condition, but here the health minister is visiting, which is something unusual. To stress on this, we just say the health minister visited the hospitals himself, or the health minister himself visited the hospitals. So the words herself and himself stress on the subjects Kashika and the home minister. After understanding the meaning of emphatic pronouns through some examples, I have a question for you. Have you heard of these words elsewhere? The words myself, herself, himself, and so on? Yes, you are right. They are also reflexive pronouns. We have reflexive pronouns which are also the emphatic pronouns. But there is a difference in the usage of these two kinds of pronouns. Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves. These are the emphatic pronouns, and these are exactly the reflexive pronouns as well. Then, what is the difference between reflexive pronouns and the emphatic pronouns? Let's understand, starting with reflexive pronouns. Let's look at an example. Annie cheered up herself. In this sentence, Annie is the subject and herself is used as reflexive pronoun. The concept is simple. When the doer of the action is same as the receiver of the action, that is when the subject is same as the object, then we call that object as the reflexive pronoun. So Annie is the one who is cheering up and Annie is the one who is receiving that cheering up action. So here there are no two different people. Here there are no one person and one thing. So that is doer is same as the receiver of the action. That's why here the word herself is used as the reflexive pronoun. Now let's look at the emphatic pronouns with an example. Sohit rode the bicycle himself. Here Sohit is the subject because he is doing the action, and the bicycle is the object on which the action is being performed. that is, doer of the action is Sohit, receiver of the action is the bicycle. And we are using the word himself at the end to indicate that Rohit rode the bicycle himself, which implicitly means without anyone's help. So here the clear difference is, in reflexive pronouns the doer of the action is same as the receiver of the action, but when it comes to the emphatic pronouns, the doer of the action is one and the receiver of the action is someone else or something else. So doer is Sohit and the receiver is the bicycle. And himself is a word which is used usually after the object to indicate that, to stress on the subject, to indicate that he is the one who has done the action without anyone's help. This is all about emphatic pronouns or intensive pronouns. I hope you understood the meaning, the examples, the usage, and the difference between emphatic pronouns and reflexive pronouns. If you haven't understood or haven't watched the video on reflexive pronouns, please click on this thumbnail and watch the video. Thanks for viewing. We will meet in the next video with some new grammar concept. Thanks for watching.